Hello everybody, it is Nicole with A-Frayed-Knot, just hopping on to do some crafting with you tonight. We have a napkin bundle available, so it's linked up and you can go check it out now. It is available now, and I'm gonna get us pulled up over here as y'all are jumping on. Just say hello. Let me know you are here or where you're watching from, and if you catch the replay, then just say hey and let me know you're watching the replay. So I'm gonna go through, first of all, I'm gonna pin the napkins here before I get too far ahead and forget. So let's do that right now. Let's get those napkins pinned for you all. Oh, that's right, and they are on a special price during the live. They were on a special price for the VIP. They'll stay on a special price during my live, and then after the live, they're gonna go back to the regular price. But I'm gonna tell you this, I've been known to, a little bit after the live, I've been known to get sidetracked. Okay, so it very well could be that way for a couple hours after my live, but I'm supposed to shut it off right after my live. I'm just giving you a fair warning. So if you catch the replay, that could be the case. But they are only during my live with a special price, just so you know. Okay, well, my live went away over here, so let me find it again. And I see y'all are hopping on. Just say hello. Let me know you are here. Okay, give me 1 second here. And then once they get, once I see them on the screen right here, I'll get them pinned. And, all right. Hey, May. Hello, Dana. Hi, Tammy. I am going to work on that. So I did a post today, you may have seen it, that said, what do you want to see restocked before Christmas in July ends? It would be most helpful if y'all comment on that post what you'd like to see, because what I will probably do is go back to that post when the things restock that we're able to restock and send you the links right there. So yes, we're definitely going to work on that, because I am able to restock a few of those. I don't know how many I'll be able to restock because of the napkin, but I'm definitely going to work on a restock for those, Tammy. Hey, Kathy. Cindy, I am going to be using, that's a great question. So I am going to be using this surface right here that is from the AFK Woodworkers. They got the pattern for this surface in this size and in another size, and I have cut one out so that we could use it tonight. Isn't this cool? This is so cool. So I've cut it out of a 2-inch thick block of wood. If you have ever thought, gosh, I would love to do that, but I just don't know how. I'm not familiar with tools, all the things. Put that out of your mind, because I show you from A to Z exactly how to do it. You don't have to have experience. But I'm also going to use this napkin right here. Oh, and you can comment Woodworker and we'll send you a link to your messenger if you would like to learn more about the AFK Woodworking group. But it's an amazing community. I will tell you real quick before I talk about the napkins. It is an amazing community, and there are women in there who had no experience whatsoever and learned right alongside. I taught them exactly what they needed to know, and they are doing the thing, okay? And anybody can. That's all I'm going to say, is anybody can. And I do live wood cuttings and live crafting with them. And it is 3 live wood cuttings a month, and they get the patterns emailed right to them. So it's really good. It is very, very good. It's good if you just want a hobby. It's good if you want to create a little side hustle and maybe do some selling of your crafts. It's great for all the things. So I will leave it at that. Oh, awesome. Renee said she got her napkin order in. Hello, Beth. Hey, Daryl Lynn. Hello, Kelly. Watching from vacation at the lake. Oh, that sounds delightful, Kelly. We were at the lake for 4th of July weekend, and I just love it. It's in the mountains where we go, so it's a lot cooler there than it is here. So anyhow, let me show you. So I hope you enjoy your vacation. Let me show you what we've got in our napkin bundle, okay? There's a bit more in here than normal, and I threw in a bonus napkin also. So this is the one we're gonna use tonight. I realize it's backwards, but it says, God says you are. And this is a great reminder. And this napkin bundle is primarily for Christmas in July. And you might be wondering, how does this tie into Christmas in July? Well, the way I feel is that you can use this as a gift giving idea, okay? If you are not in the woodworkers group, you're not going to have access to this surface, but you could definitely find some sort of surface somewhere along your journey. You might even have one that this will fit on, and you can do the same thing that I'm going to do tonight. But I feel like this is a great gift idea because we could always be reminded of who God says we are. And it says chosen, strong, unique, forgiven, loved, precious, worthy, protected, and enough. And with each one there is a scripture, so you can almost make like a little Bible study out of it. Or if you are feeling, you know, a little heavy one day in your spirit, you could find one of these scriptures and read it. I love Isaiah 40:31, and actually all of these really, and Psalm 121:3. There's just a lot of really good scriptures on here for us to be reminded of. So that's the one we're using tonight, along with this block of wood. Renee is perfect example. She said she is one. So Renee's in the woodworking group, and she said she is one that had no experience when she joined the woodworking group. So there you have it, right from one of the members herself. Okay, so let me show you the rest of the napkins. And if I seem a little off, I'm just gonna tell you right up front, I apologize, but about an hour or so ago, I feel like someone just pulled the plug and I got a headache. Like I just pulled the plug. When I say that, I mean like energy zapped, just drained. I just all of a sudden felt so tired, and I started to get a headache. So I laid down on the couch for a little bit, and I had taken some Tylenol. It didn't seem to work. But anyway, that's why I just feel kind of like, oh my goodness, I just feel so tired all of a sudden. And I was going to go run a few errands after we were done here. But that probably is not going to happen. So anyway, that is kind of, if I seem a little off, that's why. I just feel all of a sudden very tired, and I got one of those headaches I had been dealing with. Okay, how cute is this? Now this one is really cute because on this panel right here, it's in a gold foil, and you see it says, "Oh snap." He is adorable. I love gingerbread, you guys, and this is so cute. So there's 4 panels of this napkin. The only thing is that only one is the gold foil. So you see right here, only one is gold foil, but you have 4 panels in the white, and I think that's adorable. Super cute with that one. And then this, oh my goodness, this Santa right here is everything. So stinking cute. This would be such a cute ornament. I have little, well, they're not little, but I have wood. They are called, I'm trying to think. They're in the online shop. They come in a pack of 3. I think it's called a wood board pack. Goes to figure. Wood board pack. This would look adorable on the wood board pack, this Santa. And then this Santa right here is also 4 panels. So super cute. And then, yes, Renee, that's exactly what it started to feel like. Not super bad, just super annoying. But that's what it feels like on the mild side. And I can usually tell because Tylenol doesn't work on those, and it feels very sinusy to me. So, okay, the next one. Look at, isn't this adorable with the Christmas trees? They're just very colorful, and I just like the color. I think it's very, very cute. And then you open it up, and it is 4 panels. So very cute. And then we have this one right here with the candy canes and the peppermint. I like these. I'm going to show you an idea. I'm not going to do this tonight, but I'm going to show you an idea with these napkins that are, they're kind of, this is artwork on here, but it's not something specific like trees. It's kind of, to me, almost like how you'd use scrapbook paper for something. But I think this is so cool because sometimes with napkins, they will do this right here where you see they don't cut off any of the artwork. It just runs continually through the napkin. So you could open this up just like this and put it on like one big surface if you wanted to, or you can use each of the panels individually. But I like when they do that with napkins, especially for our crafting needs, because it doesn't cut the artwork off. It runs continually through the napkin, and I like that. And then we have one more. This one is really cool because it has a lot of different patterns on just this one napkin. So there's 6 panels, and I like this because it's 6 different ideas, and these are almost like little background napkins. That's what I'll call them, like a background type napkin. And they're super cute because you could put them on some, well, I'm just going to show you. You could put them on something like, say you use this one with just the lights. And then I love these. These come from Hobby Lobby. I practically collect them. I love using these. And look how cute this would look. To paint this in one of the colors here, maybe put glitter on it or something, and you just cut that panel out and put it on a surface and then put Mary on it or whatever word cutout you have that you like. And there you go. That would be such a cute ornament. And the same with any one of these panels here. You could do that with any of them. So super cute. This one also you could do it with these trees right here and the snowman and Santa, because they run vertically. I don't know that I'd put the Mary on it because the picture on here would kind of be sideways. So we have 4 of the napkin panels that we could do something like that on, and I think that's really, really cute. Okay, so that was pretty much my idea with this candy cane napkin. Also, you could put this on any type of surface that you like, and you could use the Mary, or in that pack also comes one that says Joy. You could put Joy also. I just think Mary looks really cute with like the candy cane in the bright, vibrant type colors. So that was my idea also with this napkin, just so you know, because I said I was going to show y'all in a minute, but I just decided to show you now. So there's that. Hey Tabitha, how are you? Hey Angie, hey Joanne and Elaine. Hello Angie and Delilah. Delilah, no, I was explaining that, okay, I'm going to tell you my symptoms. I was doing good all day long, and then all of a sudden about an hour and a half ago, I just felt extremely tired. Like someone pulled the plug, and then I started getting a headache. And so that's it. I wouldn't call myself sick. I just started with the headache. It feels like a slight migraine. That's probably why I feel tired. But anyway, that's my symptoms. Actually, Tina, I've kind of drank more water today than I did yesterday. I didn't do good yesterday. But this morning I was drinking a lot of water. I took my big water jug with me to the lumberyard, and that's all I had. I didn't take coffee this time, and I just drank water. I didn't do so good when I got home, but I've had some water since then. My mouth does feel a little bit dry, so I'm probably just going to try to have water tonight. I have 2 more napkins to show you guys. We just need to stop and take a moment for this. I'm going to read it to you because it might be hard to read. It says, "Baby, it's warm outside." And it's the gold foil. And when I seen this, I said, we got to put this one in our Christmas in July pack, just because, well, I don't know about where you are, but it's warm outside here, and we're celebrating Christmas in July, and it is very much summer. But how cute is that? This has the one panel right there, but I think that is just enough to do something with. And then the green solid is always good if you want to put it on something and you don't necessarily want to paint it. So keep in mind when you have the napkins like this, especially when it's a solid color, keep them for that reason, because it would be very cute just on something, and then, you know, putting your words or something like that across it. And then our bonus napkin was this. This is, I love this, you guys. This little gnome is so stinking cute. Even if you're not a gnome person, please tell me you think he's cute. I think he's adorable. I don't necessarily consider myself a gnome person because I really don't. I'm kind of looking around and I'm thinking, you know, I don't really have any type of gnome decor unless it's stuff that I've made, and it's usually because I found something that is super cute like this, and I love this guy. So a couple of years back, we did I believe it was a Christmas box. So if this napkin looks familiar to you, you could have got one of the Christmas boxes. Well, because this was in it, I found a stack of these. I must have really went deep when I ordered these because I found a stack of them, and I said, this has got to be in our Christmas in July bonus napkins. And oh, you guys, he's adorable. He could even be such a cute little Valentine's gnome also. So I'm going to be doing something with him, just not on tonight's live, and it'll probably be next Wednesday, just so you guys know. I am in an event next Wednesday with my mastermind group, and I'll be going live, I think at noon my time, so mark your calendar. And I think I'm going to use that napkin then. So anyway, I thought so too, Renee. Perfect for Valentine's Day, yes. Aw, thank you, Delilah. Cindy said they are one of her favorites. I like that. You know, I like a really cute, fun gnome. And I've made a few here. Trula said he's cute and she's not a gnome person. Thank you, girl. Thank you. I just wanted to, really wanted to hear from somebody that's not a gnome person, if y'all thought he was cute, because he is, I think he's stinking cute. My mom loves that napkin. So I might have to do something with that napkin and then give it to her, because she's told me a ton of times she loves that napkin. Okay, you guys. So what we're going to do tonight, oh, and I forgot to tell you, this napkin has scallops on it, but you're going to be surprised I'm going to take them off. So, oh, and I forgot to tell you, it has 4 panels. That's what I'm trying to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a panel off, and we're going to paint up our block. So I've got my block right here, and I think because this is actually an old worn piece of wood. I know it doesn't look super old and worn out because I've sanded it. I sanded off a lot of the worn out parts, but I'm gonna kind of dry brush my white cotton color on there, and I think I'm gonna leave the sides. I've not really done that too much, but I think I'm gonna leave the sides because, and I wish I wouldn't have sanded those so much, but I think it'll be fine. I think it might look cute to just see the sides in the plain wood. Aw, thank you, Antoinette. Thank you. Truly said, but I like him. I know, he's a cutie. Oh, my mom is on. Hi, Mom. She said, yes, it's my favorite napkin. It is a cute one. I agree. Hi, Donna. Hello, hello. Okay, so I'm just cutting this down because we only need 1 panel. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I told you I was going to take the scallops off. But let's go ahead and see how many plies are here. Might only be a 2-ply. Oh, sometimes they are boogers to get apart. Okay, here we go. This very much seems like it's just a 2-ply napkin, which will be good. Sometimes they're 3. Oh, that has a little, I put a little hole in it. Yeah, you want to make sure that you've got all the plies off of it, and I think we did. Okay, what I'm going to do is take one of my paint brushes. I'll take this one right here. Just one of my round paint brushes and a little bit of water. Oops. Joanne said, sorry I'm late. I'm baking. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope you have air, Joanne. How hot is it up there? I don't have my watch on. I had to put it on the charger, so I can't tell how hot it is here. My mom might know though. All right, what I'm doing is I'm just adding, I've wet my paintbrush with a little bit of water. And what I'm doing is just kind of going along, and I'm making a squiggly line with the wet paintbrush because that's going to allow me to just kind of tear this off because I want it to look kind of rough. I don't want to leave the scallops on. I just want it to look rough. I don't want to cut it with the scissors because I don't want it to be just a straight line. You know what I mean? I want it to look kind of edgy. I'll show you what I mean. Just like that. You see how it's just real rough on the edges? It's exactly what I'm looking for. Now you want to make sure that your brush isn't sopping wet because the napkin will absorb too much water. And I'm just kind of making a squiggly line. And I do, because it is warm, I do maybe like half of it at a time. Half of the side that I'm working on right here. Hey, Mary. Okay. So this is our Christmas. This is one of the napkins in our Christmas in July napkin bundle. And then we're going to go down here, and I'm going to have to be very careful right here because it goes right up to the edge of, starts real close to the artwork. So I'm just going to kind of pinch off. My goodness. There was a little, it's probably a mosquito buzzing right up to my face there. How hot is it where some of you guys are at? I think it was about, I don't know, I want to say that it, this morning Alexa told me it was going to be 98. I'm not real sure how hot it got today. I know it's been pretty hot in Arizona. Hey Michelle, how are you? Okay. I'm taking my time right here with this because I just need to do it right on the edge of the line because it's so close to our artwork. So I'm just kind of pinching, trying to be very careful. And then this one right here, we'll do like we did the top. I'm kind of jumping ahead. Usually I wouldn't do the napkin so soon. I would work on painting our block, but I guess either way it doesn't matter. We got to do both of the processes, so I think it's fine. Oh, Antoinette said that it is 80 here in Kentucky. It's been so hot and humid. Delilah said a lot of storms too. 90, and it feels like 96. Oh, I bet with the humidity, it's awful at 90 degrees. Okay, so we just went all the way around making it real rough looking. And that was exactly what I wanted to do. So we're gonna set that to the side for just a moment while we prepare our surface. And my goal with this surface is to just dry brush it and not get paint on the edges. I think I want to leave the edges in this just natural wood color. And I wish I wouldn't have sanded these so well because they're different colors, but all four of them are lighter, so it can be kind of uniform. And I'm gonna use the color cotton because that's, you know, because our napkin is very light, so I don't want to use any color. Oh my goodness, 109 in Las Vegas. Oh my goodness, Vicky. I knew it would be hot there. 1,000,008. Tabitha said, girl, I can relate. Tabitha said it's only 86 in Oregon, but it feels like 1,000,008. I can relate because there have been times where I thought, goodness, it's got to be 105 outside today. It's like not even 90. I could relate. Oh. Brenda said 84 in her part of North Carolina. Las Vegas wins. Oh, yes, that's for sure. It definitely is hot in Vegas. I bet if we have any Arizona friends on here, they can attest to how hot it is out there also. I have family out there, so I know the temperature is wild out there. The other day I was talking to my cousin on the phone and it was 117. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, not yesterday morning, no, maybe it was yesterday morning, it was already 93. Can you even imagine 93 already at 4 o'clock in the morning? Okay, so I am just doing a very, very light dry brush of the cotton. I probably need to go a little bit heavier or we're going to be here all night trying to do a dry brush. And I'm putting the paint, you know, heavier in some areas and not as heavy in others. That's just how I do the dry brushing. And I'm going along the edges because I really like the way it's kind of not going on the sides, but on the edges, you see how it kind of outlines it? I like that. It makes the white look a little heavier. I do like that. I'm gonna kind of do it right here like this, and then right there like that. I'm probably gonna need to get a little bit more cotton here on my palette. The humidity is terrible, Renee said. Oh no, Anita said 84 and no air. Oh goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that, Anita. Hopefully it cools down in the evening for you. The sun is closer or something, Tabitha. That's what I'm thinking too. It's intense. It is. It's intense heat. It's almost like someone made the sun mad. I seen a reel on Instagram. I had to send it to my cousin because this lady is hilarious. I wish I knew who she was so I could tell you guys. She is the funniest lady. She cracks me up. And she was talking about the sun and the heat and who made the sun mad. Okay, so I'm just kind of adding a little bit more where I want there to be a little more. I can't do less, but I can add more. Okay, so you can kind of see what that looks like. If I end up not liking the way that it looks, once I get the, you know, the napkin on here, I can always go and paint the sides. That's really not a big deal. But I think we will go with this. We're gonna see how that looks. Luckily I have 3 more panels. If I don't like it, I can sand it off and start over. Hey, Deborah. I don't like the humidity either. Joanne said, wowzer, can't imagine 117. I've been in the temperature that hot. It certainly is no fun. The times, you know, there's been times we would be at the river, which is in like the California-Arizona border. And yes, it gets that hot, I feel like all the time in the summer. But it's crazy. You either need to be in the water or in the air conditioning. Because you go outside. This is how my cousin described it, and I can vouch for it. She said it's when you go outside, it's like getting hit with a wall of heat. It just poof. I say it like this. It's like putting your oven at like 350, and when it's fully hot and you open it, you know how the heat kind of hits you? That's exactly what it's like. Big storms, Carol said. And the temp went from 82 to 69 and still humid. Stay safe. Stay safe in those storms, everybody. Okay, that's good and dry. So that's really all we want. Yeah, I'm going to dry it a little bit more. We want to make sure it's dry. I feel like we never used to get a lot of humidity here either, but we do now. It's not so humid right now, but as we get into like mid to the end of August and September, I feel like that's when we get our hottest temperatures here, and it starts getting humid. It's really crazy. But as everybody is going into fall and the weather is changing, because that's what I've kind of learned with some of you all. As soon as Labor Day hits, your temperatures start changing. Not here. I feel like it gets more intense here as far as heat goes. Nobody cares that it's supposed to be fall here. We don't start getting cooler temperatures until maybe October, maybe. So what I'm gonna do now is get some Mod Podge. We've already prepared our napkin. So let's put our napkin on here, see what it's gonna look like. This is why I like doing this with a dry brush, because I'm gonna hold it up so you can see. You see how we can see some of that detail through there? But you can also put this on here and see, okay, I think I need to put a little more white cotton color here. We're good there. You know, if you feel like it's washing through too much, you could add a little bit more. Let's see, I'm gonna show you. Right here in the middle, I might add I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we're gonna add just a little bit more right there. I got way too much on the palette. That's okay. I got way too much right there, but if you're like me and you get way too much, you could always sand it back a little bit. Oh my goodness. Yes, Mary, you've been busy. Yes, lots of work. It's gonna be so nice once it's all done, you're right. Okay, so I dried what I did right there, and I'm gonna show you. You can kind of see, because I kind of did get heavy-handed. So I could definitely sand it a little, just to scrape it up. There we go, that's better. That's better. At least we got a little consistency there with the rest of it. So it doesn't look like just a blob right in the middle. We'll do right here also. There we go. I think that's much better. All right, let's see how I want it to stand. I mean, we have so many options, but I'm just kind of trying to decide. I'm going to use this as the top right here. So we're going to put our napkin on with some Mod Podge, and it's going to go just like this. Perfect. And I'm just going to use the Mod Podge and a little foam brush that I get from Dollar Tree. Oh, you know what? Hold, please. I might want it to be I kind of like the lines running through it vertically. Let me look again. I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know why I liked them going through it horizontally. Yeah, I'm gonna put it through with the lines running horizontal. I guess it don't matter. I don't need to be so picky about it. Oh, nice and fresh update. Yes, Mary, I agree. I mean, it's a good time to do it because you're doing all the work anyways and you're on a roll, so might as well. Okay, I had a big glob there, so I was just moving it out of the way. I'm just making sure to get a good coat of the Mod Podge spread all over our surface here. Sometimes I'm able to make sure I covered the whole thing by the way I hold it in the light, and then I can see it kind of, the wet Mod Podge kind of glistening in the light. All right, let's see. And then I like to take my napkin, and I like to just kind of start at the top and bring it down a little. And then just smooth it right out, just like this. Perfect, so you can kind of see what it looks like. Such a good reminder. And then I'm gonna take this right here, and I went over to the left too much, so, but it doesn't look bad. I mean, you can't really tell. So I have a little bit of the napkin right here that I just need to sand the edges on. And I'm just sanding in a downward motion because I want it to not hang over like that. So you don't want to sand up and down. You just want to sand in a downward motion only. And I'm going to go ahead and sand these little edges off right here. Just like that. This is all okay. I'm going to sand that off too. And the rest of it looks perfectly fine. Okay, so you could see that. Almost looks like we just hand painted that on. Sometimes you can't even tell it was a napkin. So I'm gonna go ahead and dry this. It's already dry. I'm just gonna put a little heat over it. Aw, me too, Delilah, I do too. Okay, so then we wanna seal it with our Mod Podge. So just go ahead and put your Mod Podge right on top, just like that. This has got some clumps in it, so I'm just taking out the clumps. And then we're just going to seal it up. Seal her up. This would be a great gift for somebody. It doesn't even have to be a Christmas gift. It can be a just because gift. If you know someone that might be going through something, this would be a great gift. Along, you know, like if you have a good devotional book, you can give to them. So, you know, just, I mean, that kind of stuff. This kind of stuff is like, if I'm going through something, this is what I lean towards. As I think we all should, but I think it's just a great thing to have and give as a gift. 4 inches of rain, Lila said. That's a lot in 24 hours. Seems like a lot to me. Thank you, Tabitha. Okay. So the Mod Podge is pretty much dry, so I'm just kind of running my hand over it, and it smooths everything out nicely. I think it looks good just like that. You could leave it just like that, but I pulled out some ribbons to maybe make a bow for the top of it. So let's bring the ribbons over here. Let's see what I've pulled out. And they're all from, yeah, they're all from Hobby Lobby. Except this one. I don't think this is from Hobby Lobby. This is the last of what I've got of this. And I got this at Marshall's a long time ago, and it was on a wooden spool. It was by Martha Stewart, and I used the wooden spool for something and just put this on a Hobby Lobby thing. But Hobby Lobby does have leopard ribbon, just so you know. And this is not from Hobby Lobby. I got this from Costco in the springtime. And they're practically giving this stuff away now. They're clearancing all of that out. They might have Christmas ribbon now. Okay, so let's see here. I've got some more back here that I might use also. But for now, we're going to start with this. So we're going to make a bow. This is from Hobby Lobby. We're going to use this as our base. And I like to go bigger than, you know, I probably need to, and then cut them down. That's probably way too big, but then you have to kind of take into consideration when you're gonna, ooh, we should do one this way. Yeah, let's do that. I probably didn't need to do it quite as long. Let me just leave it and then we'll cut it. So we're gonna run this burlappy one horizontally, and then the rest of them we'll do like this, crisscross. Okay. I'm just wondering, let's see here. I think we'll go ahead and dovetail them as we go. Might just be easier that way. Okay. I don't know how many I'm gonna do actually. Maybe 4 of this one right here. The small 3-layer surface. I do. You know what? I think I have the pattern right here. I actually am pretty sure that it will, because I originally was going to do this in that surface. I'm pretty sure that it will, because I thought about using that one, and then when I did this surface for our group, I decided to use the scalloped one. But I'm pretty sure it will. I'm gonna cut 4 of these because I love this color. This is probably one of my favorite pink colors. This bright pink. I love this bright pink color. I have a lot of it too. It is really pretty. It might look good on my Christmas tree at Christmas time. It just might. That'd be really cute with like a black and a white stripe and some leopard in it. Okay. Well, heck, I don't have very many. I did pull this one out. I think I know what I'll do. We'll put this. Okay. So the way I'm going to layer these, I'm probably only going to use one of this one right here, but I think it'll be cute to do, that's the only one I'm going to do vertical, and then we can do these crisscrossed. Gosh, I hope I didn't do these too short. And then we'll do this like this. Actually, let me see here. Nope, that's not gonna work. So we gotta go like that, that like that, that like that. Hopefully they're not too short. About putting some of this in it. No. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of this. I wasn't planning on using too much of this because I don't have too much of it. So I just thought a couple little pops of the leopard would be cute. Okay. Oh, that's awesome, Angie. I love that. That's a great color for bridesmaid dresses, I think. I love that. When I was shopping for dresses for my daughter's wedding, I seen some dresses in this color. Okay. Thought about putting that, but I think I'll go ahead and just do a little skinnier of this. There we go. And then some raffia, of course, some raffia. And I'll probably tie it with some of this also. Just getting some raffia. This might be good. We're gonna try this. Hopefully this isn't too much. It was May of '84. Nice. Hey Barb, no worries. Aw, I hope y'all are having fun. Okay, that's gonna go in there just like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use this to tie off the center. It's probably way too much, but that's okay. I'm gonna put that right there. And then I'm just gonna kind of gather it in almost like an accordion. Just kind of pinch it together. Oh, there's a big old fly right there. I hope that guy don't get on me. It looks like a horse fly. Do you guys have horse flies where you're at? Okay, I'm gonna put that right there like that. Oh, it looks horrible. Oh my gosh. He's so big. Like I'm looking at him in a microscope. I'm gonna have to do something, you guys. Hold on. Oh, I can't. Oh, that's awful. I hope he leaves. That's all I hope. Okay, and then we're gonna cinch it in real tight. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this side around. So I take the tails and I wrap them opposite ways of each other. And then I'm gonna see if I'm gonna tie this in a bow or just like a little knot. Let's see. We're just gonna go with the knot. We're just gonna tie it in a knot. You have horseflies, Tina said. They're big and nasty. That's exactly what that was. They're gross. Okay. There we go. That is much better. This is looking cute. I like this. Let me show you guys. So it ended up not being too short at all. I think it's actually perfect. We're definitely gonna have to cut this. Now I'm all nervous that he's on me. I'm sure I would know if he was on me. Because I think they bite. And I'm not trying to get bit by him. Oh, at the beach. And Angie said they were nasty. All right, let me have you take a look at this. Looking cute. And it's gonna go right here. And we're definitely gonna trim this down a little bit. We just wanna see a peep of it. Just a peep of it coming out. I can even kind of bring it up a little bit so it looks more bow-like. And then usually what I like to do is, I don't normally lay them just flat like this. I bring them up this way a little, okay? And you could definitely do this like a double-sided. You could put one of those other napkins on there so you can put this bow here and you can kind of back another one up to it. You probably won't see it from each other side. So if your napkin or your artwork, whatever you put on this side, isn't the same colors, then you could probably, when you lift this one up, put another one, because this is 2 inches thick, so you can put another one right here. And this is tall enough, you probably won't see it. So I like that idea, actually. All right, now what I'm gonna do is get this on here. Like I said, I'm just going to put the hot glue right here and then put it down. And I kind of, it's not gonna go on flat. I'm gonna pull it up a little bit, okay? Yellow flies, their bite is awful, Tammy said. They don't stay here long though. That's good. They wouldn't stay at my place long either. I'd be like the exterminator. Thank you, Angie. Yes, I thought they bite too. All right, we're gonna put this right in the middle here. I'm just gonna put a glob of glue. Just like that. That's probably too much glue, but that's all right. Okay, and you see how it's not flat on there. It's more on the side of the bow rather than the back side. It's kind of on the side of the bow. And then we're just gonna hold on to it for a second until that glue sets up, and then I can kind of start fluffing it up a little bit. I really like it. I feel like the bow with the leopard in it just gives it like just an extra pop of cuteness, and then the bright color. We could have left it and not put nothing on it, but we're not taking away too much of the scallop either, because we still have scallop on the sides and on the bottom. And I think it's so fun with the bow. Thanks, Barb. I haven't heard of yellow flies either. I'm glad we don't have them. I just don't like flies. I really don't. In the summer, I feel where we go to in the mountains, they're especially this last weekend when we were there, you don't see no flies up there. Now there's like little gnats by the lake, but those don't bug me as much as flies. And then flies want to try to get in the house. No, Cindy Lee, this is a surface from the woodworking group. You can join the woodworking group and come make all the things with us. And if you don't know how, I teach you. So that's not to worry. I will teach you exactly what you need to know. Okay, so it takes a little bit for all that glue to set up. I shouldn't have put so much glue. And she said they're gross. I don't like them either. Me either. They're horrible. Okay. It's almost set up. I think it's okay for right now. I'm gonna continue to hold it and then try to fluff out what we want to fluff. The problem is if I fluff too much, it's going to pull my surface up, and I don't want to do that. And this the two bigger ribbons that I use, the check one and the bright pink one, they're wired. So that's nice because then you can kind of put it where you want to put it at. The leopard ribbon is not wired, but the leopard ribbon I've got in the past from Hobby Lobby is wired, and it's a little thicker. So it's nice because you can kind of get, position the ribbons wherever you want them to be. That's the nice thing about the wire. What I should have done was I've got more on this side than this side. I should have pulled them through before I hot glued it down, but that's all right. I think it looks good just the same, though. You can almost can't even tell. Kind of push those to the side a little bit, and then you're going to be able to see what this looks like. How cute is that? I love it. And then if you want to see that right there, you just kind of push them out of the way a little bit. How cute. And I like the natural side like that. I think it looks good. What do you guys think? There's our bottom, nice and scalloped. What do y'all think? Aw, thank you, Nancy. Thanks, Tammy. So that is it, you guys. How fun was this? And it's pretty easy. So that is it for tonight. The napkin is now available in the napkin bundle. So you can go grab yours and get your craft on. There's lots of good napkins in it. They're all right here. I showed them all in the beginning. Some really cute ones. So cute. That's really cute. But anyway, that is it for tonight. So, oh, thank you, Trula. Yes, for a girl's room. That would be really, it would be really cute for a little girl's room. And then you can do like, just good reminders. Just keep reinforcing them. You know, the little ones, your granddaughters or your kids. It would be a good gift for your daughter. I like it. Just a good reminder. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Thanks, Carol, you too. Thank you, Trula. I definitely am going to just go kind of take it easy. Figure out what I'm going to have for dinner and take it easy. Thank you, Brenda. So that's it, you guys. This is an amazing reminder of God, who God says we are. So don't forget it. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. So, excuse me. So until then, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.